What up? Cousin Kenny here again. It's early December as I record this. We got to be around a year when I started doing this regularly, semi-regularly. So yeah, today, Boss Fight Popeye. I was gonna do a dual opening of the Four Horsemen, Krampus, and Father Christmas with Elisa, but she didn't want to do it on video. So we did that. Before I get too into it though, I've been reading this guy all morning. This book is great. It's a magazine about toys and it's really cool. I'm not sponsored. There's no sponsorship. Nobody cares enough about my 100 views to sponsor. I'm just a fan. Like most things I do videos about, it's either deeply personal or all a goof. So check this book out if you get a chance. Hot off the truck this week, I got this Boss Fight Popeye figure. All of Series 1 arrived. I actually think we got it over the weekend while I was at GalaxyCon in Columbus. But Popeye, Bluto, castor oil, olive oil. I'm starting with just Popeye because I don't have a lot of room and he was the coolest. Loved this character when I was a kid. He's gonna go on one of my oddball shelves over here. A little bit of chaos, but I also love the company and I wanted to support Boss Fight. So let's get into it. Packaging feels pretty similar to a lot of their other products. Very similar to the Steed and rider boxes. Pretty cool. Looks like one fun little upgrade is, I don't know that I can actually get it to pop on camera, but the stickers, the seal stickers, which is nice for retailers. There it goes. It has kind of like a little pull tab on it, so that's fun. So let's pop this bad boy open. I'm gonna pop it open, run it through some tests, play with it a little bit, and then I'm going to, unfortunately I don't own the Mezco Popeye to do a comparison, but I will be comparing it to arguably the third most popular Popeye figure on the market, so that'll be fun. Alright, so seems like the boxes are probably uniform sized so that they can accompany Bluto and some of the other guys. It's not a lot, like there's a lot of empty space in the packaging, but Bluto's a massive figure. I've checked them out a little bit at retail when they came in. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna get one. Oops. So, accessories. Everything comes out of the plastic nicely, apparently. So it's a good thing they got that front shield on there, right? We got 2 head sculpts. I don't know which one I like more. That one's pretty good. What's the difference? Okay. That one's got like the open jaw on the side. That one's got the closed jaw. Huh. It's fun. The elbow joints are pretty fluid. Pretty nice. Pretty exciting. We're gonna get the Exorcist turns pretty well. That's fun. The cartoonish style of the figure lends itself to some kind of toy articulation, right? Like you can kind of just have the ball joint be obvious, but it doesn't really matter because it's a cartoon figure and it kind of works. I think as I get older and more fun, I drift further away from appreciating realistic toys, and I think I like the stylized stuff. Nice thick pegs for the wrists, again lending itself to the cartoonish nature of the toy line. think at first glance, and this might go to like the fact that I haven't consumed anything Popeye in 20 years, wasn't there a whole thing where he like eats the spinach and then his biceps get crazy, right? So I wouldn't mind seeing like swappable upper arms that like, you know, spray, and maybe like a spinach spray effect, because he did that too, right? Like he'd like squeeze the spinach in, crush it and eat it. So you go like, shout out to my buddy Jason, who will inevitably screenshot that and then draw a penis on it and send it to me, which is payback, because that's his contact photo in my phone is a very similar thing that I did to him. So on the back of the box, it looks like they have this one holding the spinach. That's pretty good. Yeah. You gotta go all the way upside down before it drops. So the grippy fist does not hold the spinach. It's this one, which I wouldn't have expected, but I'm okay with. I wonder... Yeah, anyways, let's finish the tests and we'll play around with it in a minute. So we get a pretty good split. Again, stylized figure. I don't necessarily expect full-on split, but you know, so it's not a standard articulation test. I don't get a double knee bend necessarily, but between the hips and the knees, we get heel to butt. I love these jeans. Those are cool. It was very fun. He feels like he walked out of my memory, which I think is important when you're dealing with nostalgia. Is like, it's not like they gave us like their take on Popeye, right? Like they just gave us Popeye, which is generally what you want, right? Like you don't, like ordering a pepperoni pizza, you don't want to order a pepperoni pizza and then they put a bunch of weird shit on it and you're like, that's not what pepperoni pizza means. So I would say, you know, again, my only real critique would be that I wish there was some more action posy kind of stuff where like he's spinached, you know? And I really want the closed hand to hold the spinach. I bet you I can get it in there. But like, I want to pose him getting strong, eating spinach, you know, that sort of iconic. Can we pause, by the way, and like reflect on how terrible spinach was as a kid? But I loved Popeye. It never made me want to eat spinach. But as an adult, I'm like, spinach is pretty fucking good. Although canned spinach. So yeah, 4 hands, 2 heads, a hat, and a can of spinach. It's not the craziest amount of accessories we've seen with a Boss Fight figure, but it's pretty good. There's a little hole inside the hat, and I wonder if like one of these pieces of hair is supposed to act as a peg, and if that's the case, what a clever way to keep the hat on. To be like, that hair slots in there. Almost has to be. There's even like a little, yeah, I'll play around with that a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, I like this figure. I'm very happy about it. I'm very excited. I do wish that it, again, was just a little bit more actiony so that I could really embrace the cartoonish, big muscle, kind of spinach eating Sailor Man. I've drifted away from some of the comparisons I was doing in earlier videos, so I'm going to do that here. First off, I did promise we were going to compare it to what is arguably the 3rd most popular Popeye figure on the market. Definitely more recent than the Mezco one. So let's open up this Voliverse Popeye figure and just do a little... They're different scales. One of them is supposed to be like military Popeye. Honestly, I just want to do a little head sculpt comparison. I mean, I think it's no question the realistic Popeye look just doesn't work. I think he belongs in the animated medium. And just for the sake of comparison, here he is next to a couple of other figures. We've got him next to the Boss Fight Little Prince figure. So you can kind of just see the size difference there. I just tried to pick some different stylized guys from my own collection. I have the Super 7 scratch figure, have the Motu Origins Sunman, and then I just picked a Hasbro Lightning Collection Green Ranger in honor of the late great JDF, to do a sort of comparison to a standard Hasbro 6-inch figure. So that gives you some size comparison. You know, there's not much point in comparing the articulation differences because this is very clearly a stylized figure that, you know, Popeye doesn't really need ab crunch, arguably. But I'm excited to see what else they do with the line. I think Bluto's next on my list to pick up. Definitely in for a Wimpy in Series 2. And I'm hoping we get a maybe a deluxe Popeye later on down the line that comes with maybe some more spinach action and some popping biceps and things like that. I should probably get on YouTube and make sure I'm remembering that properly. I'm going to go do that now. Thanks for watching. For the 4 of you that are watching at this point, like, comment, or subscribe. Thank you for dealing with my shenanigans. Bye.